Well, hello there. How are you guys doing? You doing all right? I hope so. This morning I want to continue to tell you the story of the opera. And I don't know if I told you last time, but the name of the opera is The Changeling and the Bear. Okay, the changeling is the child, and of course we've already heard about the bear and the giant song. So I'm going to go on with the story, and I'm going to sing you the next song. All right, but before I do that, I want to give you a little tour of my downstairs so you can see what my house looks like and what kind of space that I'm in all day long, except when I go outside. But today it's going to rain and it's pretty cold, so I'm going to stay inside. So I'm just going to give you a little tour. Okay, right now I'm in my living room, and my phone was sitting on these books a minute ago, but I don't know how much you can see. This is my living room. This is the mantle of my fireplace, although it doesn't work. That's my doggie. Hey Daisy, say hi. Let me see if Daisy's on here. There she is. Say hi, Daisy. Daisy is 7. And this is my kitty cat. This is actually my son's cat. All right, let's see if Theo. This is Theo. We've had Theo for about a month now. And Samuel turned 16 on March 14th, and one of his best friends gave him this cat for his birthday. So we've been enjoying Theo. He's a good boy. So this is kind of the rest of my living room. This is the foyer where people come in the door when they come to visit. Turn the light on so you can see a little bit better. Let me show you something. This is a painting that I did when I was about 20 years ago. Well, a little over 20 years ago. It's a self-portrait. I wonder if you can find me in there. It's got a lot of different things. If I come in close, you can probably see me. Anyway, that's hanging on the wall. My dad just got me this special hook to hang my car keys on because I tend to lose them. Does anybody else lose their car keys out there? All right. These are pictures of my son, Samuel. He's a lot older now. This was taken when he was at the Waldorf School in Mr. Lanier's class. But he is 16 now. He was about 11 in that picture. This is my stepdaughter, Gretchen. She's now a senior in high school. There are my stairs. I'm going to take you in the kitchen here. I've been doing a lot of sewing, and I've been working on quilts. Maybe in another video I'll show you the quilts that I've been working on. But I've also been making masks. This is my sewing machine. Can you see it? It's my sewing machine. I've been making masks, so let me show you. Let's see. This is one of my masks. I've made 4 of them. I'm going to send them to some friends. Anyway, that's my kitchen. This is my back door where you can see my backyard. And lastly, this is my pantry. It's really messy. This is my dining room where my son does his online school, his schoolwork. He's got his, I don't know if you can see this. I'm not very good at videoing you guys. Anyway, this is the table that he works at. We've got a puzzle going. There's Miss Daisy again. Say hi, Daisy. Hope you can see her. No, you can't really see her. Anyway, this is the piano. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this. I have to show you this picture. Who do you think this is? Who do you think that is? That is Miss Cari when she was 4 years old. That's a long time ago, you guys. I have to show you this too. This picture is of, her name is Daniel Dutton, and guess who she is? She is the mother of Dan Dutton, who wrote the opera. And when I would go down and learn songs from Dan, Seba was always there, and she became like a second mother to me. And oh my gosh, you guys, she was the best cook. She would cook these amazing meals. She was very sweet and wonderful. All right, let's see. This is my banjo. This is my guitar. I have a special stand where I keep it. So anyway, that's my downstairs. All right, let's see, where did my water go? There it is. So I'm going to tell you what happens next in the story. I think that most of you have already figured out that when the old aunt goes to answer the door, what does the child do? Yep. The child goes upstairs. And when the child gets to the attic upstairs, she or he, gosh, found something I need to keep there. He or she walks into the attic, and guess what is there? Lots of old things. Old furniture, old boxes, old things that have been there for a long time. And everything is covered in dust. Thick layer of dust because it's been up there so long. Now the child looks across the attic and the child sees a window on the other side. And he or she makes her way to the window and she draws her name in the window through the dust. Just like sometimes you might do in the winter when there's condensation on the window. Draw your name in the window. Well, that's what I'll call her she for now. She did in the window. And as soon as she wrote her name in the window, a sunbeam came in through the window. Now, sunbeams had not been able to get into the attic for a long time because there was so much dust. So the sunbeam finally came into the attic. And the child looked at this beautiful sunbeam, and guess what she saw? Little teeny tiny particles of dust were floating in the light. Have you ever seen that? Maybe when a sunbeam comes in the window, you can actually see the little teeny tiny specks of dust floating in the light. Well, that's what she saw, all these little specks of dust floating in that sunbeam. And then something really amazing happened. Okay? The dust started to swirl and swirl and swirl and collect together. And that dust formed a tiny little planet. A little planet, okay? And out of that planet grew a tall tree. Right up out of the roof into the sky, into the clouds, okay? Well, the child was amazed, of course, and that's where we come to our next song, okay? So I'm going to sing you the song. The song is called Floating in the Light, okay? I encourage you to listen to it a few times so you can start to learn it. It has very beautiful words. And the chorus is simply floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light. So it just says floating in the light 4 times. So that'll be easy to remember. And then after I sing it to you, I will show you the collage that I made from the song. And I want to invite you to make a collage too, if you would like to. All right. That's Daisy. I loved seeing your collages, you guys. You all created some beautiful collages this week. So thank you. I love when you send me those pictures. Beautiful work. And guess what? I'm sending them to Dan Dutton, who wrote the opera, so he can see your work, because he really appreciates it when students learn the opera and create artwork out of the story. So I'm sharing that with him as well. All right, let me get my guitar. Grab a pick here. All right, here we go. There is a tree to climb in a cloud. The branches breathe, the roots dig down. The leaves are birds, the birds all sing. The dew falls sweet on the flowers in the spring. Floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light. There are worlds, specks of dust, an old gray house in the summer sun. I climb the steps, I draw my name where the years lie thick on the window pane. Floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light. I put my eye to the window to peep. The worlds of dust are fast asleep. I hold my breath, the world is still. I breathe and see the dance on the windowsill. Floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light, floating in the light. The sun slides down, a beam of gold. Dust covers time and silent snow. Every memory finds its home. Every living eye is closed. Floating in the light, 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 floating in the light. All right, so that's what happens next. That leaves us with a little planet with a tree growing out of it, and the child is sitting there absolutely amazed. All right, now I want to show you the collage that I made from this song. All right. I don't know how well you can see this. Actually, I'm going to take this to where it's in the light a little bit more. Speaking of floating in the light. All right, that's a little better. All right, guys, this is my collage. And you can see the child sitting there There is a little teddy bear in the corner. There's a pile of old clothes. There's an old chair. And the paper that I used to me looks like dust floating in the light. This looks like really old wallpaper to me. And then you have the window where the child writes his or her name. You can see the sun coming in. And then you can see, hopefully, this planet with this tree growing out of it and reaching up to the clouds. Okay, so I'll try to come back so you can kind of see the whole thing. Alright, so that's my collage of floating in the light. I think I'll try to take a picture of it and put that on the lesson as well so you can look at it if you'd like to. So this week I would like to invite you to create another collage, like I said, if you feel inspired. If not, that's okay. I know you guys are really busy, but I think if you start this, I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. And again, if you don't have all the colored papers or printed papers, you can use cloth. You can draw your picture and color it and then add some things that you can find. Maybe you have just maybe one color of colored paper. Maybe you have purple or maybe you have yellow. You could add some of that, okay? Or maybe you just have a couple different cloths you could use. That's okay too. It can be a combination of drawing, coloring, and collage. All right. So it was fun to share that song with you, and I hope you're enjoying the story. Okay, I think that's all for now, guys. When you submit your stuff on Google Classroom, write me a note and let me know how you're doing. Okay, miss you guys. Take care.